If you know, you know. Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Babylon. And I'm very excited to talk about this movie. This will be a full spoiler review of Damien Chazelle's new film. So if you have not seen it yet, it's on video on demand right now. Check it out and then come back and see this video later. But if you had seen Babylon and you have a lot to say about it, which I would completely understand if you do, stay right here for this video. Now let's get right into it with the negative/mixed. And personally, this movie, my big issue, it was just kind of crazy. Like, at times it was a little too much, a little too energetic, a little too frantic. At times I feel like death, just wasn't as impactful as it could have been. Like, sure, at the end with Jack and Nellie it was, but Nellie was kind of glanced over. But there were points in the film where people would just be killed or stabbed, or like the one guy passes out in the heat booth, and I feel like it's just kind of glossed over. Sometimes it's used for comedy and it works, but other times it's like, okay, that man just died in the heat booth. And it wasn't really funny, but it didn't really add to the drama. So what was really the point of that? The movie was also viciously disturbing. And sometimes that was a little iffy, but that's mostly just because I'm a little squeamish at points. I don't think it took away from the plot. And I think it did lead to some amazing, really funny jokes. I'd say the movie was a bit longer than it needed to be. It definitely could have been cut down. And I will say, every character, I think there was a certain part in the story where it kind of did, some of the time jumps to later on, where some of the characters were kind of getting unlikable. You kind of wanted their stories to wrap up, and it just felt like it was going on a little too long. Especially kind of with Manny and Nellie. But, that's just some minor complaints. One of the pros, first off, technically, this movie is phenomenal. The visuals are amazing. Justin Hurwitz's score, of course, is just amazing. Probably one of my favorite scores of the year, up there with Fableman's and The Batman. He always kills it. It's very energetic, and it's got, this good sense of jazz to it, but, it can be soft on the piano, intense with the trumpet. It's great. The whole movie looks good. All the practical effects are really well done. All the actors are phenomenal. Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie and Diego Calva kill it in their roles. Manny is this new up-and-comer. Jack Conrad as this kind of aging retired actor. Brad Pitt does a great job with him. And Margot Robbie might be the best performance at all of this new actress who's crazy and she's struggling to fit in as the times change. I think this movie does have a really compelling thing to say on what happened to a lot of people as they switch from black and white to colored, or not black and white to colored, from silent to sound films, and how that affected so many people. I thought it was a great look into Hollywood. I loved the scenes where they were making movies and the characters succeeding using their own special skills. I thought it was captivating. I loved all the little supporting characters. Gene Smart, Jeff Garland, Samara Weaving, Tobey Maguire. They were all a lot of fun. And then the movie, it's something that took a lot of time to process because it was so crazy. It could be very heartfelt and had very sweet moments, but it also took a point to show you the dark side of things. And there were a lot of things that were very crazy, but also still worked for me. I loved the party at the beginning of the movie. I thought it was so intense and crazy, but exciting and energetic. I love the scenes where they're making movies, especially the big one with the big battle. It was all captivating and exciting. And the movie is very graphic and just intense and in your face. And this is not the kind of movie you would go to see with your mother. Unfortunately, I did. But it is just a really well done film. It is too much in the way of lengthwise, and just some of the stuff it shows, how it kind of disregards violence. But it also has beautiful things to say about Hollywood and the constant passing of, there's going to be 1,000 big movie stars. There's going to be 1,000 Nellie Leroy's, 1,000 of these columnists. There are also some very powerful stories with the trumpet player and how he decides to stick away from the Hollywood system. And just all these little things that make the movie business so it shows how crazy it is and how powerful it is and how compelling it can be, but also the dark side. And yeah, at times the movie was a little much, but the cast was phenomenal. Damien Chazelle's direction was great. I liked the screenplay. I loved the music and the visuals and just the sense and look into movie making in the 20s. And yeah, the movie could have been better. It could have been a lot more focused, maybe a little more in touch with the emotion instead of just showing craziness. But at the end, I still thought it had its beautiful moments, and it was still very enjoyable to watch. It might be a while till I watch Babylon again, but I'm very excited to show it to some people just to see their reactions. But anyway, I'd probably give Babylon an 8 out of 10. I hope you guys like the video. Coming next week, my ranking of every new movie I saw in 2022. It's very late, but I hope you enjoy it. Stick around for that, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.